In this example, instead of using this as a traditional reverb, we're going to utilize the early reflection section. In most traditional reverbs, you'll have these two sections, right? You'll have an early reflections, and then the late reverb is going to be more like the tail end of the reverb. So we're just removing that entirely. The early reflections have several different presets in Vela. There are actually a few that are just straight up delays. So let's just choose this one that's called delay. Let's just take a listen to what it sounds like. I'm going to turn the level of the early reflection section up a little bit so we can hear that a bit more clearly. And you can hear it just kind of sounds like a fast delay. We have the size control, which is going to act sort of like a delay time. So a larger size means more space between each of the different delay taps that we're hearing. A smaller size means less space and therefore more kind of glitchiness and pitchiness. Let's turn that level up a little bit. I like the sound of that. And then we can go in here, for example, to the density control, maybe reduce the density so that we're utilizing fewer delay taps. We can also utilize the pre and post EQ curves. Right now, that kick is pretty prominent in the drum loop. Maybe I want to remove that, so we'll use the pre EQ. We'll change this first band to the low cut, and maybe we'll do a steeper slope here, 24 decibels, and we'll just kind of scoop the kick out so it's not driving the delay so much. Nice. Let's maybe go to the post EQ, bring out some of these higher frequencies. Now let's add this in as a texture. So we're gonna go to the mix control. I'm gonna set the mix to 50%. Let's bring the mix down a little bit. So I primarily hear my drums, but we're getting this cool glitchy texture over the top of it. You can play with the pitch of that and the timing of it with the size control. Let's hear it with the bass. So blending in that nice texture over our drums, we can of course use the level of the early reflections to pull it down a little bit. Maybe go to our EQ, tweak it a little bit more. Cut some more lows out of that. This is the pre-EQ. Get this kind of glitchy noise texture over the top. I like that a lot.